It's a beautiful day here in Austria as we get set to go racing once again for the Lamborghini Super Trofeo Series. It's been a hot minute since we have seen the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evos swinging their way around the racetrack, but now we get set to go racing as the championship battle continues to pick on up. Ricky Freeman Jr. was finished outside of the points in the round number 6 at Interlagos, and that of course allowed both DeBello and Aiden Smith to start to close in the gap, and now Freeman no longer safe up there in the points lead. Qualifying is currently underway from round number 7 at the Red Bull Ring, the final round before we get set for the championship finale at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza, which will be coming on up as well just later on in the week. You can see a lot of the drivers already taking to the track, save for the number 52 car. That is going to be the likes of William Brock. Looks like he'll be electing to kind of sit this one out for just the time being until the track is a little bit clearer. For now, let's take a ride on board for a lap around the Red Bull Ring with Stephen Colon. Colon will cross the line and go provisional pole with a 1:30.360. But there's still quite a few minutes left and a lot of drivers. And if you have to put down times. Freeman Jr., the points leader, currently sitting 5th fastest. Here is Zachary DeBello, the driver that has been on a charge the last few races and the one that everybody's been watching to see if he can't step up and maybe punch his ticket into a championship contending position by the time we go over to Italy in just a couple of days' time. DeBello will cross the line. A 1:30.3. Sorry, faster than 1:30.36. It's a 3:08, putting DeBello top of the boards by about half a tenth of a second. And one by one, drivers logging in times. Devlin and Preston put down the new slowest benchmark times. Shea Bear crosses the line. He is not going to be setting a lap that's all that impressive in terms of the leaders, but it does put him 4th fastest. Patrick Smith coming around in the number 31 car as well. He's going to be trying to improve on his 6th place time, which is currently an 8:14, but he will not improve a 1:74. Good 4/10 slower for the likes of Patrick Smith. Stephen Colon, can he do one better and try to get back on provisional pole? It's a 1:30.5, a 6, excuse me, so he is not going to be able to have the chance to improve on his overall lap times. Faltered a little bit in that 3rd and final sector. Ricky Freeman Jr., 3/4 of a second off. He's not going to improve. William Brock, though, does improve in a big way, and Brock will go to the top with a 1:30.237, almost a full 10th up on Zachary DeBello. Evidently one of the more competitive qualifying sessions that we've had all year long. The or all season long, you should say. The top three separated by less than a quarter of a second. Smith, Devlin cross the line. Neither of them will improve. What can Preston and Nanico do? Neither of them are going to improve. The track seems to be slowing down in a hurry here as some drivers are as far as 2 seconds off of their pace. Barrett will improve. Goes to 1:30.740. Improves on the time. Does not improve on the position, and that puts him 7 thousandths up from Bobby Vincent. Here's the likes of William Brock getting set to see if he can't put himself a little bit closer up towards the top of the boards. But so far, orange in all sectors, and with only about 5 seconds on the clock, I don't think he's going to be able to improve, and in fact, he will not. William Brock sets a new personal best in the final sector, but it's still 6/10 slower than his pole lap. 1 minute left to go in qualifying. A lot of drivers starting to bail in the pit road. Skinner's not going to improve. He's going to be entering pit road. Will DeBello do the same? No, DeBello stayed out. He's going to be coming around the final corner now. But I don't think will not improve. Casey Nanico is faster in the second sector, but slower in the third. It's a bit of a hit or miss as to whether Nanico will be entering pit road. Casey Nanico will be orange in the final sector as well and will not improve on his time. Meanwhile, you've got other drivers still cycling into pit road, including Shea Barrett, Bobby Vincent. Will Patrick Smith enter the lane? Yes, he does. So that just leaves Garza, Brock, Goforth, DeBello, and Nanico out on the course. Checker flag flies in qualifying. Now we wait to see whether these drivers will be entering pit road or if they're going to be finishing up their laps. Luca Garza exits the second to last corner, and he's going to make the hard right-hand corner into pit road. William Brock slow through that corner as well. Through Rins, he's also going to be going to pit road. Nanico, though, Goforth thinks he can improve out of the final corner, but he's orange in the first 2 sectors. And orange in the third. Nanico will not, Goforth, will not improve. There's DeBello, orange in the first 2 sectors again, and I don't think he's going to be able to improve either. He's going to give it a shot, though, through the Red Bull Mobile corner. Will not improve. Nanico's on a fast lap, faster in the first 2 sectors, and he's going to try to see if he can't improve on his time. He's down in 8th place. He needs to get something, about a 10th and a half if he wants to improve to 7th. Crosses the line, improves on the time, but not on positioning. And with that, it's time to cycle through for your starting grid for round number 7 here for the Lamborghini Super Trofeo Series. William Brock's on pole position with Zachary DeBello beside him on the front row. Stephen Colon and Luca Garza are in 3rd and 4th. From there you got Shea Barrett and Bobby Vincent. Patrick Smith is in 7th with Casey Nanico down at 8th. You got your points leader, Ricky Freeman Jr., desperately needing to improve in 9th. Cody Goforth sits down in 10th. Mason Skinner's in 11th with Aiden Smith 1.6 seconds back in 12th. There's a 6/10 spread between Goforth and Skinner. Devlin and Preston round out the 14-car field, and I tell you what, Ricky Freeman Jr. no doubt not in a very comfortable position at the moment. He knows he is not safe. There's only about 14, 15 points separating him and the second-place driver of Aiden Smith in the points. DeBello's sitting in the wings as well, wanting to pounce. So you've got a lot of drivers that are very, very hungry to try to go for those top spots on the boards. And now, take one more look at the point standings, and it is going to be 13 points separating Junior and Smith, with DeBello another 10 back. So 23 points separating the top three. We're happy that you're joining with us here on a beautiful afternoon here as we get set to go racing once again for the Lamborghini Super Trofeo Series. We are entering the end game. There is just 2 races left, including this one, for drivers to make up whatever points they can and go after those individual battles. Been watching William Brock as well tonight as he continues to try to hang on to 4th place in the points. And we're underway. It's a good getaway from the top 2. DeBello trying to pull alongside with Brock. I don't think he's going to get there, though. William Brock is clear down in the turn number 1. And out to the Niki Lauda curve. The field thunders through so far. All clean, all green. No troubles throughout the field. DeBello, though, hanging right on the back of William Brock, closing down to a 1/10 of a second. Brock goes defensive with a run up towards turn number 3 at Rebus. And DeBello's going to try to take it high side through the apex of the hairpin, but can't hang on from the outside line. He's not going to stop trying, though. Down the backstretch towards Schlossgoal now at turn number 4. Once again, lunging for it, outside line. This time, DeBello's going to just poke the nose in front. William Brock trying to fight back on the inside as they approach their way up to Roush on the first run. On the first lap of the race, they almost make contact. DeBello's going to muscle Brock out. Brock bobbles as he hits the curves, and that's going to put Zachary DeBello up into the race lead, exactly where that number 87 car needed to be. From there, it's Cologne, Barrett, Garza, from Smith, from Vincent, Nanico Jr. to 4th for the top 10. Mason Skinner being put under pressure for the first spot outside of the points. But it will be Zachary DeBello up in front, who will lead the opening lap. Out through turn 1. Does William Brock have what it takes to try to see if he can't close his way up through the field? In the back, Leo Devlin, Cameron Preston do battling with each other. And Brock's going to take this one outside line, trying to go back for the race lead. DeBello's going to hold him off, though. And it's a heads-up drag race. Down towards turn 4. Neck and neck with each other into the braking zone. Brock's just a little ways ahead. DeBello will try to fight the inside line, but remember, he took it from the high side. Can he be as good on the inside? Doesn't look like it. William Brock's got the upper hand into turn 5. DeBello's going to fight this one out, though. Not willing to leave an inch into Worth. Do they make contact? No, they don't. And Brock lets him have it. Cologne's going to go on the attack. Brock was not expecting the sneak attack with the 77 car. And that's going to put Cologne up in a 2nd place. Shea Barrett wants to make a run for 3rd. That's a brave lunge. Down into Rinth. But it looks like it's not going to pay off for the number 44. William Brock stays in 3rd place for now. A chaotic opening couple of laps, but a very clean opening couple of laps as well. DeBello still leads from Cologne from Brock. You've also got Barrett, Garza, and Smith all in the leading train here. And then a little ways back is going to be the likes of Bobby Vincent and more. DeBello goes defensive, outside line for the 96 of Casey Nanico, trying to make a run on Bobby Vincent. It didn't work out for him, though, and instead got put under pressure by Ricky Freeman Jr. in 9th place. So you've got fights picking up and down, all across the field. But I think for now, things have kind of settled into their own little rhythm. there should be no further issues, I would hope, from here on out as this field continues to cycle its way around the racetrack. See the 26 car going defensive. That is for P number 7. So these are for spots in the points that these guys are battling for. Remember, as always, using the classic Grand Prix point system, you are able to score points all the way back to 10th place. Bottom 4 get nothing. Saw Cody go forward, having to kind of really pinch Aiden Smith in as they approach turn 1 in order to keep him behind. Already 5 minutes down, 15 to go. And this time, Nanico's got the upper hand on Bobby Vincent. Takes the outside away in turn number 3. The Rima's hairpin is going to be once again more dominant for the outside line. Nanico sweeps into 7th. He's going to try to see if he can run down Patrick Smith and co. up in 6th to 1st now. Oh, in trouble for the K-Pax machine. Mason Skinner's gone around. And the safety car is going to be deployed. I believe he has stalled, and it looks like Devlin and Preston all involved as well. Taking a look at the instant replay. Deep on the brakes, and just loops it. And that checks out Devlin, and Preston have nowhere to go. How many times have we seen Mason Skinner spin a car around like that? And this is really kind of showing how this all develops. Skinner, you can see up in front. Devlin just got past Cameron Preston as well for 13th. It's going to be too deep on the brakes, and see the rubbers, he locks up, and there's just nowhere for Devlin to go, so they just lock it down, and I think Skinner stalled the car out, which is why the safety car has been deployed. Obviously, that's a major hazard when you got a car stopped on the racing line like that. And just a slow, lazy spin. Very lucky, though, that wasn't collected. This is on board with Skinner. Yeah, I think at that point it might have just been worth his while to just bail out into the sand trap. It probably would have been a little bit better for him. This is, I believe, with Devlin right behind him. I mean, yeah, not a whole lot you could go. He was already committed to his line. Skinner's gotten rolling, but Devlin and Preston have both had to be towed to pit road as their cars ended up stalling out when they came to screeching halts. It's been a while since we've seen a safety car actually being deployed in one of these races. I think the last time we saw one of those was all the way back at race number 2 on the season. I'll see if I can't drag up my memory here and see if that is indeed the case. But I do believe that it was. There was one at Brands Hatch, there was one in Interlagos, not one at Spa. Yeah, what do you know? Was there one at Road America? I can't quite remember. I'll see if I can't, once again, apologies for this, kind of dig up my old kind of memories on that one. I'll see if I can't figure out what the situation was over at Road America, but I don't believe there was a safety car deployed there, and in fact, there was not. Mason Skinner comes down in the pit road for service. One of you thinks he'll maybe get an advantage here from some fresh tires. The lights are out on the safety car. It is in this lap. Devlin is going to be leaving pit road to catch up to the tail end, and Cameron Preston will do the same, but unfortunately, they're out a little bit too late. They are both laps down. So Skinner is going to be in for service. He'll be lining up at the tail end of the field now. So your running order is DeBello, Colon, Brock, Barrett, Garza, Smith, Nanico, Vincent, Jr., and go fourth. Here's one more look at the reason why we're under the safety car. A little bit of a wiggle there from Preston, causing him to back out from his fight with Leo Devlin. Even in the slow-mo shot, you can tell way too deep on the brakes, and just the back end steps out and sweeps around, and Devlin and Preston are both on just a collision course. We're now halfway through this race as well, so it's going to be a case of under 10 minutes to go when we take the green flag, and that could mean we will be seeing some of these battles really picking up. This could be good for Zachary DeBello, though, because the big problem that he had once he got by for the lead was there's so many long straights that he wasn't really able to break away from the field behind him. If he can get a good launch off of this restart here, he actually might just be able to keep himself up in front. Coming around through the second to last corner now, and we're now in control of Zachary DeBello, who's already launching. Very, very early jump there from DeBello, caught the field napping. We're back to green flag racing at the Red Bull Ring. Doesn't look like any moves going to be made up in turn number 3. Everybody's just being nice and ginger with everything. They're just taking it easy, not wanting to really push the boundaries of anything just yet. There's one thing these guys want to see is to see this race finish under green, and they want to do everything they can to make sure that there's not a safety car period that would disrupt that. Bella's already pulled out almost half a second on the field. That's actually a bigger gap than he's really had all race long. Down the hill into Rint, into the Red Bull Mobile corner. The last corner on the racetrack. Bella extends his gap to 6/10, and he'll lead the first lap back. Cologne's going to have to go defensive against William Brock. I think Brock might have a good run on him here up and towards turn number 3. Remus at the hairpin, the slowest corner on the track. Brock's closing. Trying to make the run here on Cologne. Can he break a little bit later? Whoa, how about Shea Barrett? A sneak attack to the inside, and Brock is all of a sudden put on defense as Shea Barrett makes a very late lunge, trying to make the move on William Brock to punch him down to third, and they're trying to punch him up into third place, trying to nudge Brock out of the podium, and Barrett's not done fighting yet. He's going to continue to seek his way through Schlossgold down through turn 4. Brock's got the nose in front, though, and I think he will be well and clear, and in fact clears by the time they reach the turning point. So a close call there for William Brock, who just manages to hang on to a podium. all of that has put DeBello now 2 seconds clear of the field, and now this is DeBello's race to lose. Once again, Brock right up there with Cologne. Shea Barrett's looking a bit feisty as well. 5 minutes on the clock. Brock's got the nose in, shoving his way to the outside line. And is going to be in a drag race now. Dead even with Stephen Cologne down the stretch, but it looks to me as though he's not going to be able to make the move stick. William Brock will fight him off for the outside line. And Brock once again clears into turn number 5 on the racetrack. Cologne will have to try again to attack the likes of William Brock as they thunder up towards turn number 3 with under 5 minutes left to go. It is at this point that a lot of these guys have to start thinking about where they want to make those moves. Right behind there, how about that for a move? Cody Gafford trying to fend off Aiden Smith, who wants his top 10 back. I think Gafford might have it in for him this time around. I think Smith just has him. Gafford's closing in a little bit. Dead even as the end of the braking zone. Gafford trying to pull ahead. And this will be a fierce fight for that last precious point as they run down to turn number 5 and 6. And Smith is going to clear from Gafford. Two minutes left to go. Believe it'll be the last lap this next time around. Cologne's got the upper hand on Brock. He's going to try to see if he can't fend him off. And Brock's going to fall back down to third with Cologne moving his way up in a second. Coming around the last couple of corners now, and I do think this is where it's all going to kind of come into play. How do these drivers want to play it out? Final lap. One more chance for William Brock to try to close up to Stephen Colon. Looks to the left-hand side, pulls alongside, deeper on the brakes, pinches him in right down to the apex, but Colon's going to muscle him back to the left. Clean, hard racing. DeBello already 7.5 seconds clear, leaving it a fight for everyone else. Brock bobbles. Colon will get the upper hand of the result down in towards turn number 4. Out through 5 now, and Stephen Colon still trying to hang on. William Brock trying to get him for second place down into turn number 6. Gonna almost bang doors of the 77 car. Colon's not done fighting it out though. Down for turn number 7. Does Brock have what it takes to hang on? I think he might just get there. No, he doesn't. Colon pulls clear. Barrett's going to attack, but he's going to be forced to back out as Brock pinched him in. And meanwhile, Zachary DeBello comes around the final corner. He will win here at the Red Bull Ring with Stephen Colon looking to take up a second place, and he will. Brock can't get there in time, and the field's going to wrap it up behind him. What an absolutely intense race out there. I mean, that was absolutely incredible. Taking a look at the official results, DeBello wins the race from Stephen Colon by almost 9 seconds. William Brock finished in third after getting bested by Colon on the final lap. Shea Barrett almost got Brock for third. And there's Luca Garza, Patrick Smith, Casey Nanico, Bobby Vincent, Ricky Freeman Jr., Aiden Smith, Cody Gaforth, Mason Skinner, Leo Devlin, and Cameron Preston rounds out the 14-car field. What an absolutely wild ride for everybody out there. Just absolutely incredible stuff from everybody in this field. You really can't ask for much more. With that is going to be almost all the time we have for today, but guess what? There is still a whole lot to talk about, because that championship battle, the points battle, oh boy. Just take one quick look at this and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Tied for the points lead, entering entering that final race. It is going to be absolutely incredible, and we hope that you'll join us all there. It's winner takes all as we get set to go racing later this week in Monza for the final race of the season. We'll see you there.